Can everybody hear me now? All right. All right. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, everybody. Can you hear me now? Everybody. Okay. We have. So let me start all over. Apparently, we've had quite a morning this morning. So yes, for those of you who actually kept watching through my my silent rant there, this is the Saturday Chameleon workshop, and it happens every Saturday at 12 noon. If you're watching the replay, 12 noon Pacific, know that you can be part of the live studio audience, and we have quite the chat going on. And apparently, they are understanding. I will tell you, I will tell you about my morning, just to let you know that I have the mushroom cup of power. So, let me give me a second here to get things sorted out. So, and Stephanie's been collecting Hoya cuttings. Ooh, the Hoyas are very cool, everybody. Hoyas, everybody know what the special about Hoya? That's the waxy plant. Their leaves are coated kind of in wax, which means less prone to desiccation, which means if you've got a heat lamp, they can be not under the heat lamp, but they can be more near it than, say, a pothos can. So just keep that in mind. So, all right, everybody, give me a second. I do have to get my my slide deck all compiled here. You're thinking, boy, this Bill guy doesn't seem to be really prepared. No, today was a complete disaster. It started, and I will tell you, it started at 3:30 in the morning, where my dog decided he needed to go out. Well, you know what? When your dog decides he needs to go out at 3:30, I have learned, at least with my dogs, it isn't because they just want to cause trouble. It's because they need to make a deposit that won't wait. And so I got up because that's serious. I don't want to. I don't want any accidents. I've had that before when I haven't learned, when I haven't respected that. And so I got up at 3:30, and I've been up ever since. So it has been quite the morning. And yes, I'm late because I literally kind of dozed off in the shower. So yeah, I don't have it all together today. But wait. I want to make sure everybody can hear me. Okay. Hope all is okay. Yes, it is okay. It finally did. I make Brett take the dogs out in the wee hour. Yeah, well, yep, I do it. So, and once I'm up, I'm up. Yes, Richard, and that is it. I cannot go back to sleep after I'm up. So, I'll pass out after the show, but what is it? Explosives were involved. Yes. So, all right. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and add to the stage. Let's go in. We actually have quite the presentation today. Going to talk about lots of updates, a lot of things going on in the Chameleon Academy community. Oh, hey, Justin and son are watching. What is Justin? What's your son's name? We need to call him out and say hello. So, all right. So what is first of all, I want to say we had an incredible weekend. This weekend was our last weekend was the 10th anniversary celebration at Clint's Reptiles for the Chameleon Academy, and so many people got together. We had such a good time. It was amazing. Landon, hello, Landon. Welcome to the show. So I want to just give you a little update as to what was going on. First of all, we did a hike. I still can't say the name, Tipangongos or something like that. So we did that hike. That was quite the hike. But it was a real fun thing to do in Utah. And there's Eliza Ann and her husband Brett. And next to Brett is Annabelle. You know her as Annabellistic. And then there's Evie and Aaliyah. I believe that's it. Did I get that right? And so we had fun on that hike. And then we had the dinner where we all got together. This is the first time many of us have seen each other, got together, and it was like just family coming together. It was incredible. And Clint and Leisha from Clint's Reptiles came and joined us for this. Leah, yes, I got that right. Okay, wonderful. That was Eliza's bonus daughter. And then the next morning, we all congregated at Darn Good Coffee for Coffee with James. And we had a special drink. This was the coolest thing. Eliza Ann called ahead of time and told them our story, and they came up with a special Fogfather drink, coffee drink. And so you could go and you could order a Fogfather. So we had an awesome time with that. Let's see. And then I picked up Yvette from the airport. And that's James. When I saw that car, I almost cried. You guys are amazing. Yeah. Oh, we had fun with that. That's the James. That was the genius of Eliza Ann. She got that done. That was awesome. And but it was a good drink. Then we went to Clint's Reptile room and had a grand old time. We decorated cookies and we got to see all sorts of reptiles. Clint gave us a great presentation. And let's see, I forget what the name of that monitor was. But we got to see the snapping turtle. Got to touch a snapping turtle. Monitor, big snake. Oh, it was so much fun. We had such a good time with that. And of course, I had to take selfies with everybody. And this is Zebra, by the way. Zebra is Luke's cockroach, cave roach, by the way. And this kid, this is James 3's son. James 3 and Jennifer were there, and Luke is their son. And he always had some bugs with him. I don't know where he got them. It was like he would come in. Oh yeah, this is my praying mantis egg case. Oh yeah, here's my cave roach. It's like this kid brings a zoo with him. It was awesome. Oh, Stephanie and Ryan gifted Zebra to Luke. Oh, that's how he got it. I was wondering, how in the world you travel with this? Okay. Oh, that was wonderful. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. That was great. Oh. And then everybody, I want just to let you know that I represented it. This is the back of the bathroom door at Clint's Reptiles. And I had to add my sticker, our sticker, Chameleon Academy. And so we are now part of the Clint's Reptile Room lore. There we go. Bill, we'll need to add Zebra's autograph to the next book. Zebra, you are now an honorary member of the Chameleon Academy community. Oh, all right. Well, I wanted to show you a video that Eliza Ann made about our trip. That was the hike. Oh my goodness. Annabelle. But they went whitewater rafting. That's a great reason to be late, is you were whitewater rafting. And while we were hiking, those guys were at the zoo. This is our dinner. James, Clint, that's Alicia, Clint's wife, David, Nate, and the James 3 family. That's Bill. There's Annabelle. There's Eliza Ann, and Eliza Ann's daughters, and Brett, and Stephanie, Ryan, and James. That's Molly.
Come on in.
Yeah, non-chameleons. A lot of non-chameleons there. Hognose snakes. A lot of people decided they loved hognose snakes. For good reason, by the way. I'd get a hognose snake. That's Eliza Ann James. That's Evie. What looks good to you?
Anything that has a lot of caffeine.
There's special menus right there. I don't know about okay. I don't know.
You guys.
Oh, that was so much fun. And there's Marcia Ann and Renee. And everybody. Yeah, there's my Betty. There's Stephanie and Ryan. And that was us in the reptile room. Zebra! That's Janet, Wild Horses, and that's James 3 and Alicia. And Eliza Ann does a lot of photo popping. That's Yvette, Misty Mountain Fans. A lot of people. Annabelle and Stephanie with their cookies. That is Luke. There's our presentation. Dave. James 3 and Nate in the background. Luke with a real big snake. More non-chameleon. That's Jennifer, James 3's his wife, and Alicia. Sorry. There's mythical Molly. I always thought she is of legend. Renee and James 3 again. That was Sawyer. He was the guy who helped. But there's Marcia Ann. Yeah, we got to pet a touch. Emily's, yes, I think she likes pulsing. Right here. Yeah, a lot of people love Hognoses after that. There's Clint and Alicia. And James and Luke. There's Renee and Alicia. There's Janet. Marcia Ann and James. Congrats on 10 years. Woo! Freaking awesome. Yeah, we had a great time. So, hey, where did I go? Okay, there I am. What the heck? Oh, so yeah, it was such a good time. There has been discussion about doing this again sometime in the future. So maybe next year, maybe the year after, we don't know. But in-person meetups are going to. I mean, we got an in-person meetup in Madagascar, but this is something that we may be doing again. So. Please voice your enthusiasm. I actually have Eliza Ann is my community manager. I'm not sure if she knows that. I think I'd let her know that she's been promoted to community manager. And so she's going to be spearheading the organization of our next trip. I don't know when that's going to be. We don't know yet, but please voice your enthusiasm and your intention, and you may influence the plans. Volunteers tribute. Oh, yes. Yes, Clint did say he was going to take us every year if we wanted, and it was an excellent place to go. We would love to do that. We may consider, I think we're going to consider doing other locations to allow other people to have different conveniences. And but we are considering everything. So, all right. Now, what in the world is going on? Oh my goodness, everybody. The Bifidus are in. I know you're in, but now they have finally all been distributed and they are in the homes that they are supposed to be. So this is, oh, let's see. I must say, James has been a huge inspiration for me. Aw. Oh, I love that. Although I did not make it this time, would enthusiastic about a future in person. Okay, let's put her on a net on the list for enthusiasm. So, okay, let's talk about what's going on. The thing about this this wonderful Chameleon Academy community is we do stuff, and so. Let's give you an update as to where we are. First of all, the Bifidus project. What the heck is this? This is a loosely organized project that we are doing as a community. This isn't an elite thing. This isn't it's us against them. No, we're just doing it as a community, and we're going to take everybody along the process. And if you at any point want to be part of this, the only thing you got to do is have enthusiasm. Either have a Bifidus or just wait around and be interested in becoming a foster parent to baby chameleons. So there's a lot of different things that you can do, even if you don't breed, even if you don't have a Bifidus. We are just doing this as a community because it's a fun thing to do, and that's what we do. And we have fun with chameleons, and that's what we love. So, first of all, we have a number of pairs, and we have a number of spares, meaning extra males, and those are for people that wanted to be part of this project, but weren't ready to start breeding. Now, many of us got extra males because this is a male-heavy shipment. For those and for the people who would like to join this project, once you hear about it, and you say, yeah, I'd like to do that, there will be another shipment coming in December. And so if you make your intentions known and say, this is what I'd like to have, males, females, then they may be able to do it. We're going to get some in. And I say maybe because we don't always get what we want. Somebody said that you can't always get what you want. And we can ask for, hey, we want more females this time, and we may end up with more males. That's just the nature of the beast. So we're going to try to get to balance out the ratios and get more females. So just make sure you you can talk to me. I'm going to be the point person. If you've already been in contact with Jay, you can talk to him. If you haven't been in contact with our importer, just contact me, bill@chameleonacademy.com. And we will, and I'll kind of put you in the right direction. And so saying any of y'all spares going to grab a female. Yes, I have heard a number of the people with the spares deciding, yes, we want females. And so we're going to get them. And this is a way, you can ease into it. So, but if you try sometime, get what you need. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Cross. Thank you, Mr. Cross. Yeah. And a number of us have juveniles, very, very cute. And they'll probably be ready to breed, I would guess, next year. We'll see. All right. So anyway, so far from everybody that has done it, which is many of us, it looks like the parasite load on these is very light, surprisingly light. And in fact, if you were there on last Tuesday with my live session, I did fecals live on camera, and it was hard for me to find something to be entertaining about it. I found one female that had a lot of flagellated protozoa. But the rest of them, like no coccidia, no nematodes, no entamoeba. It's like, what the heck? So I don't know why that is, but James reported that. Nate reported that. People are consistently reporting that this group of wild-caught Bifidus was very light as far as parasites. So, yeah, data point, and that's the point of this is we are figuring these things out. And I'm going to be talking about that a little bit more. Also, this species is shy. So if you're going to be getting this species, just know it's not going to be, unless they're really hungry, they're not going to be sitting there eating in front of you, and they're going to want a heavily planted cage so they can feel secure and hidden. So just something to consider. And that Bifidus there is Gonzo from Stephanie Payne. So... Bill, I definitely recommend a plan to meet on the East Coast. Yeah, Nick, we were considering getting to Legacy in Michigan. So I know that's not East Coast, but that's moving in that direction. We'll see. But I would love to meet at the East Coast. So we'll just have to figure out. Once again, keep talking. My community manager is listening. She's always listening. So, and James says, Bill, you don't know what you're talking about. My males are not shy. They sit right out in front. It's the female that's shy. Just saying. First data point. All right. Shy as Cristatus? No, I'd say not as shy as Cristatus. So you went a step further with Cristatus. So then Robin says males are very personal. Oh, fine. Here I am. What can I do? But anyway, this is one thing that we are going to be doing is we're going to be talking about it. And here's a couple of things that we're going to be doing as far as this project as a community. And first of all, we're going to be establishing a foster program within the community. So I'll explain. I'm going to be talking a little bit about this later. So I'll just let you know we have something called the Virtual Campus for the Chameleon Academy. And it's a paid community that you take a course there, or we have some private forums there. And so when we talk about the virtual campus, that's what I'm talking about. And within the walls of this virtual campus, we're able to do some projects. And I'll talk a little bit more about it in a couple of minutes. The reason why we would do something like that. But we'll just say within that campus, I'm going to be giving monthly seminars, and the first one is September 7th, the Sunday. It's going to be about the foster program for how to set up to take care of babies. And this is part of the small batch breeding project that we're working on with Chameleon Academy. We have our toes dipped in a lot of things here. And part of that is to create a breeding situation that is community driven, meaning we have a breeder, we have a number of people working to raise babies. We have other people that like to work on social media, that kind of thing. And everybody has their own part in this. And that way it's a lot easier on everybody instead of a breeder trying to do everything. Speaking of the campus, I'm hoping to put up some baby. We would love baby pictures, especially if they're Antimina. Please. Janet says, I can help on the foster small, but yeah, you can. So Janet's already got herself set up with this. So James says, Bill, is this the first time you have seen people in a group do something like this project? Yeah, actually. There have been loose alliances, I will say, but never. I haven't seen something as involved as what we are doing, and I think that's also because it's very hard to do something like this and get people together to do something like this. So I don't think that this dynamic has really existed before. And this is what we have here as the community is pretty unique. And I'll probably do a podcast and go more into that, but guys, and everybody, just to let you know, what we got here is not standard. It's not normal. It's pretty special. So we're going to be able to do things that people haven't thought of before. Not because it's incredibly unthinkable, but because there's never been this kind of structure before to use as a foundation to do stuff. So we're going to be able to do some pretty cool things. And the start of the Bifidus log. So the last Sunday of every month within the campus is we're going to be having a meeting of the people that have the Bifidus. And during that meeting, we're going to be talking about our experiences, like lack of parasites. They're very shy. No, they're not. This is important because in the past, when we were putting together a care guide or something, it's a lot of one person's viewpoint. This is going to allow us, well, me, I am the scribe. I am going to be taking on the responsibility of gathering people's experiences and combining them into a document so our experiences aren't lost. And we're going to be doing that last Sunday of every month, and it's going to be on the campus. And so it's and the community is involved. It's important to me, to all of us, that the community is always involved and you see what's going on. And for those of us who are working with the Bifidus, it's important that the community sees how we do things. And so I want us to be as transparent as possible, so people can see that, yeah, this is possible, that we can work together, and this is what it could look like if we did. Now, I do want to have it on the campus instead of like a public live like here, because this is the first time I'd like to have it a bit more controlled, and doing it on the campus allows that. So perfect. This is one of those adventures that make me proud to know all of you need to be part of something groundbreaking for the future. Yeah, well, this is it. This is it. Yeah. And so we are going to be meeting on the campus last Sunday of every month, and everybody is invited. You can be, even if you don't want to have anything to do with Bifidus, you just want to hang out and see what's going on, you're invited. If you say, hey, maybe in the future, I want to be a foster parent for baby chameleons, for baby Bifidus, go ahead, come and be part of it from the beginning. So, but I want you to be able to be part of it, whether you have a Bifidus or not. Okay. Now, you say, wow, what happened? How did this come? Oh, by the way, that's Lucy and Ricky from those are Nate's Bifidus that you're seeing right there. We got a very cute little female there, and she'll probably be big enough to breed. I don't know, next year, maybe the year after. But so anyway, I wasn't necessarily expecting to be doing this with Bifidus, but things happen, and I think we can all agree it's his fault. But we're going to have a fun time with this. All right. Now, Everybody, I have something very exciting to announce. And it's actually starting on Monday. We have a new podcast that's going to be be on the Chameleon Academy podcast. So if you get that podcast, this is going to be part of the network. So this is going to show up on that channel. It's going to be the Mini Chameleon podcast. And this is going to be by Dr. Michael Nash. He is going to host it, and he is going to be doing episodes, and they'll be released every Monday morning. And it's all about mini chameleons. We're talking about carpet chameleons. We're talking about Campani, lateralis, Brachysia, the mini calumas. And so he's going to be talking and chameleon babies, not just the small species, but the small sizes. And this is going to be every Monday, starting with next Monday. The podcast is going to be out in time for your commute. Probably have it go out around midnight or something like that on Sunday. And we are going to be having a YouTube. Once again, it's going to release as a premiere at 5 a.m. So 5 a.m. on a Monday, we're going to be releasing this episode. It's going to be the typical podcast thing that I do where there's talking and I just put that over a video. And I got some video of his linotum and his boat Gary. They're just sitting there and they're eating, and that's going to be in the background. But it's going to start on Monday. Okay. Yep. There's a couple of things that the crowd is coming up with. We're missing Waynabetes in the PSA. Everybody, in honor of Waynabetes, please hit the like button. Thank you, Ghost of Waynabetes, Spirit of Waynabetes. Wouldn't be a ghost, I suppose, and he'll be back. Just know that we have honored his presence. James is sitting there busting my chops, talking about a Parsons Care Guide, and nope, sorry, something else. And Geraldine is looking forward to learning more about mini chameleons. Me too. And I get to edit this stuff, and I'm really excited about starting this. And we're going to be, let's see, Michael will be on so Michael's actually going to be on next Saturday to talk about this project. So you'll be able to listen to his first episode Monday morning. And then a week from now, he's going to be on this show on Saturday. So we can just talk about what he's doing. So this next slide, so that's a baby carpet chameleon in this picture. This next slide has the exact same information, but that is a linotum from Madagascar, and I couldn't decide between the two as to which slide I wanted to do, so I did both. Perfect. Love me a good podcast. Video podcast on the main channel? Yes, Nate. This will be on the main channel. 5 a.m. on the main premiere on the main channel. That's a very good point, everybody. Remember, I have 2 channels. I know it's a little bit confusing, but unfortunately, I had to do it, and it's been giving a benefit. My numbers have not been as bad on the other channel because video people don't like lives for whatever reason. I don't know. We lives people have no problem with videos, but for some reason they get frustrated. Anyway, it will be on the main channel. So, all right. And Janet has it on the calendar. Yeah, we got it. All right, then let's go and let's talk about what the heck this is of the virtual campus. All right, there's going to be more and more emphasis on this virtual campus that I've set up. And what this is a closed community. It's a paid community to go in. And this allows me to invest in a community. Those of you who are in there inside, and I'll show a little bit what the inside looks like. It's kind of like there's forums, there's digital courses, there's the lecture hall for live sessions, and it'll be very familiar. So it's like Facebook and just forums and stuff. The difference is that I pay for this platform, which means I can't be kicked off of this platform. I can be kicked off of Facebook. I can be kicked off of Instagram. I can even be kicked off of YouTube. That's very rare, but it does happen. It can happen. I cannot be kicked off of this community because I pay for this community, so it is mine. As much as anything we can own anything. But the thing is, this means that I can invest in this community and not be worried that it's going to disappear. So in this community, this is where we have the core of the Chameleon Academy. All these, many of these people that are in the chat right now, they're there every day, and we're talking back and forth about what's going on. And so, yeah, and everybody, those of you who are on the platform, please give me your comments here. Nate says, I like the platform because it's focused on the very specific, interest-oriented, and there is nothing else in the app that isn't Chameleons. It keeps me focused. And we keep it clean. We don't have the drama that you have on the outside, because if you've got to pay for it, nobody wants to pay for it they're just a troll. And so we're not getting bots, and we're not getting people who just want to cause trouble. This is really meant to be for people who want to concentrate on Chameleons and have a healthy environment around it. And by the way, I'm gonna put a link in the chat, just so you can go check it out if you want to check it out. So let's see. James says, my day starts on the Circle. Yes, it's called the Circle platform. That's the platform that I'm using. So when you hear people say Circle, that's the Virtual Campus. And I love the fact that it will never be taken down. Yep. True, love this platform. So Liza Ann says, my favorite place in the World Wide Web. No drama, love it. No drama. Everyone's so kind. It's a great, safe place to get help and feedback. And it is. And so let's see. And somebody's saying, wait a minute, you keep saying it's paid. What do you mean by that? All right. So there are like really two you know what? Let's go to this one. And then we'll go to the paid thing. There are two sections to this virtual campus. There is the coursework, and then there is the community forums. So, and those are separate with just a little overlap. In the coursework, really what I want this to be is a distraction-free place where you can study a certain topic. You want to learn about parasites. Right now, we have the parasites. That's the course that's up. By the end of the year, I am planning on releasing a course, Your First Chameleon. And what each course has a corresponding forum. And so you can go to the course, you can take your classes, you can ask questions in that course, and then come to this forum where you're going to be with the other students, alumni, and me, and discussing things. And this provides a focused atmosphere for you to work on that course material. This is different than the community forums, where there's a lot of distraction on the community forums. And that is, you go over to the green section, that's the community section. And that is where all of the forums are. That's where a lot of noise is. This is where you say, this is what I'm doing, and this is my updates, and a lot of discussion. So there's a lot of noise. And so these are different parts of the community. Now we can go back to the cost. So for the forums, that's $10 a month, and that's at this particular point in time. So it's $10 a month, and that's meant to be that is meant to replace Patreon. A number of you were on Patreon, and I said, hey, come on over here, because Patreon is I don't pay for Patreon, and so anything could happen to Patreon. They can change their terms of service. They can do whatever they want to, and I can't do anything about it. So I asked all the Patreon people, here, come on over to this platform. So it's mine, and we can really give some value back. And so the forums are a $10 a month, and that does not include the course. The course is whatever they're charging right now. It's $80 for the Parasite course, and that doesn't include all of the forums. Now, I have a special, right now you can get this special conglomeration that includes both the course and the forums. And I do that, say, if you just pay for 1 year, and so you get a big discount off of everything, then you get both the course and the forums, and it's just billed on an annual basis. So, and I can go into the reason behind all of this. I've been going back and forth as to how to do all of this, and this is the setup that works the best. So this is what we're doing. And those of you who have just the courses right now are saying, "Oh, well, I'd like to get involved with the forums." I have just email me. I have a special thing where if you just pay the $20 more, then I switch you over to this annual plan, and then you're set for the next year. So that's a special deal for the people that have already purchased a course right now. So, and let's see. I enjoyed the virtual campus more than social media platforms. Hit the likes on social, but the campus will have my 100% attention. Yeah. And this is, and as I'm building this, you will see I'm going to be doing more and more of investing in the campus, because I want to build this to a point where it's like my website. It has all of that information, but there's no help. On this campus, I'm able to create situations where you can go and do your research, but you can get help every step along the way. And that's a vision of mine that I would like to see realized. I think it's the best way to learn. And so that's what I'm heading towards. And I will be putting a lot more effort and a lot more of my attention and resources into building this campus. And we're going to be starting with the monthly seminars, which is going to start in September. Let's see. Looking forward to the first Chameleon course. Despite being on here for over a year, I still don't have a chameleon. So I'll get to see chameleons in the wild before I have one in my house. You know what? Hey, that's doing your research. That's really doing, you know what? Geraldine is doing her research. I love this. All right, so let's take a look a little bit about what's going on. You see that there's one thing that does combine everybody, and that is the lecture hall. And that's where we have our live sessions. And by the way, on the pricing, as I add more things to the campus, I will be increasing this pricing. So if you're seeing this on a replay, the pricing that you see may be different because I've added things to it. But for those of you who, once you get on to your subscription, that doesn't change. So if somebody says, okay, I'm going to be doing the $100 a year thing, and in a year I change it, I mean, once I put on more of the courses, the cost will go up. But anybody who is on a subscription, your cost does not go up. It stays where you are until you cancel it. So we love a price lock. Yes. So just so you know, it's not going to go up on you, and it locks wherever you are. So first, Let's talk about that lecture hall. Our first lecture is going to be on Sunday, September 7th at 1 p.m. Pacific at the lecture hall. Anybody who has who is part of the campus will be able to be part of this. And this is going to be about how to set up for being a foster parent. And this is part of the small batch breeding program that we are talking about. We have been talking about. And that is where you would just take care of 6 babies. And there's a lot of logistics to work out, both husbandry and group logistics. But we're gonna go through this. And just so you know, in the lecture hall, the past events are available to you for replay. And so you can see here, we've had past events. We've had Jonathan Hill on talking about him finding coccidia within his breeding group. Dean Missimer was here talking about the natural, trying to get more of a natural diet for our chameleons. And then Michael Nash came on and gave an incredible presentation on protozoan parasites. Dr. Rob Koch talked about the medications that we use for parasites. You'll notice there was a lot of parasite topics there because we had the parasite course, but the kind of topics are going to become more and more about small batch breeding. Yeah, those lectures are some of my favorites. Bill, it's such a nice way to put it. Yes, research. It's mostly due to life circumstances rather than trying to do research. Yeah, but I'm going to go ahead and chalk it up to research. Yes. Okay, so and in the lecture hall, we are going to be having the Bifidus breeding group meetings, which are going to be informal meetings of anybody involved in this. And during this meeting, this is where I'm going to be gathering information. People saying, "What are we going to do during this meeting?" I'm going to be gathering information because I'm going to be putting together a document that is going to store the information of our experiences and what we've learned, so it's not lost. And yes, it is open to anybody that is in the virtual campus. You can come. And digital course, I'm going to do a little review about the course, just so you know. This is a video course that you take by yourself at your own pace, but you are never alone during this. So it's going to be showing you how to do everything. And if you look to the right, this is an example. This is during the module, the lesson that's on coccidia, showing how it's breaking out of the cell. That's what coccidia does. And you see on the right, there's a place where you can add any questions. And as soon as you add any questions to the right about this particular lesson, I get notified and I come on and I will answer your question. And so that's what's special about a community-powered course is you're not doing it in a vacuum. You're doing it completely at your own pace, but you're not doing it in a vacuum. So, and there's there's administering medication. So yeah, it's a how-to, and it's going to be showing you how to do it. There is a downloadable PDF reference book. Oh, I actually have. I printed it out. It's not print book. It's a PDF, but I printed it out because I could. Oh, where is it? I should have had it for this meeting. Anyway, so you do have a little bit of a workbook. So Alicia and I just locked in the whole package, annual one. Hey, we don't have cams now and taking time off. We can do the research and join everything. Excellent. Perfect. This is something that you can just look at. It's fun to have a book. I love to have the book. And this is what's really special about having a community-powered course is we have a forum that is attached. It's a private forum just for you in the course, which means that you can post what you're experiencing and say, what do you think about this? And I post what I'm finding. and people, you get a community and you talk, you become friends. And you're going to be seeing so much of what I want to do going forward with the Chameleon Academy is community based, because I think that's really, I mean, that's what I want to do. And so we are going to be doing more and more community projects. And so if you want to be part of something, sooner or later, there's going to be something that you say, yeah, I want to be part of that. Because we have a lot of, I mean, anybody can see that we got a lot going on. Do y'all laminate your printouts? Just thought that would be sweet. I didn't laminate my book, but yeah, that is sweet. Now, for the general community forums, I just have a couple of snapshots of what it looks like in there. It's basically us posting and sharing our chameleons. And there is on the lower right-hand corner, that is Fred. Very rare. You will hardly ever see a Kunyongia Bomi. But if you hang out with Nate, you get to see Fred. And of course, Java was Eliza Ann's Parsons. Is there a lot? And what do? Well, this is an example of what we do as a community. You remember earlier on, we did a project with Wildlife Madagascar, where we're going to be getting an update soon as to how it's going as far as eradicating the silver-leaf desmodium, which was killing the mini chameleons as well as baby chameleons. We're doing the Furcifer Bifidus project. And in all of this, it's all going towards being a small batch breeding and showing how small batch breeding can work within a community. We go to Madagascar. We're going to be doing the monthly seminar series. And now it looks like we're going to be doing some meetups. So there's a lot going on. And I love that we have the community now that we can do all of this. And that's you. So like I said, as long as we all are enthusiastic about chameleons, there's things that we can do. And if we do it as a community, we can do more than we could just individually. And so I'm very excited for where we're going with this and that we can do so much more. Oh, Wayne Beatties is here. Wayne Beatties. We honored your spirit. But very glad that you decided to drop on by, even though you were at a cookout. And thank you very much for giving the Wayne Beatties call. Smash the like, y'all. Oh, wonderful. Amphibious. The Chameleon Academy Circle is awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, my son and I were just talking about the invasive plant species in Madagascar. Yeah. And I saw it in action. It's a horrible thing. It is a horrible thing. So I'm glad we can get rid of it. So, all right. There we go. I am back. Whew. So is there any other questions as to where we're going, what we're doing, what kind of things we're adding to this community? It's going to be quite the ride. And I'm very excited for where we're going and what we are doing. We're actually doing something. And especially those of you who have been around for a long time, you realize year after decade can go by. And, guess you've had a little bit of fun, but some of us are thinking we'd really like to accomplish something in this chameleon community, and this is a way to do it. And this is what we're doing. So I'm really, I'm excited for what we can do. So. All right, everybody, we have come to the end of the show here, and so I want to thank you very much for joining. I will be here for tomorrow night for our chore night. And with that, I say have an incredible weekend. I'll see you on Sunday, and I will be here on Tuesday night. So have a good weekend. I'll see you later. That was too fast. I need another hour. Oh, yeah. Well, you get me talking, and who knows, you might get another hour. This is a lot of fun. So anyway.